Okay, very good. So, welcome to my class. I am teacher Clarence. What's your name?
My name is Sunny.
Sunny. Nice to meet you, Sunny. So, how's your day?
Very good. Thank you. How are you?
Doing great. And you're actually my last student today,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So, anyway, so since this is our first meeting, can you tell me about yourself?
uh, okay.
Do you get that a lot?
My name is Sunny. Actually, my Korean name has one character as Sun, so I made my English name from that character. And I live in America now because my husband is working here. So we moved here 2 years ago, and we are planning to go back to Korea after 3 years. So during that time, I want to become fluent in English, speaking English, especially speaking English. So that's
Mhm.
why I keep studying with Min too. And
Very interesting. Uh-huh.
due to the coronavirus outbreak, actually before moving here, I expected to meet a lot of local friends, and I think I
Mhm.
could, um, practice my English with them. But due to the coronavirus, these days I usually stay at home, so
Mhm.
I study English by myself.
Mhm. It's actually a good thing that you are doing something, right, during this pandemic and during the time that you cannot really go out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
right.
So you mean you are going to stay in America for 5 years,
Yes, right.
and you've been there for 2 years already.
Yes.
So how was it? Was it difficult to live abroad?
Of course. First of all, Korea, I think Korean has conservative bent. I think it
Mhm.
is influenced by Confucianism and or something. So,
Mhm.
but Americans respect other people's thoughts and opinions. So I think at first,
Mhm.
it was very interesting for me. Yeah.
American actors. So you do watch a lot of American movies.
Not really. These days you can, watch a lot of videos from YouTube channels. So
Mhm.
actually,
Mhm.
I subscribe a lot of Korean YouTubers. So I usually watch them.
So you prefer Koreans.
Yes, actually, I think Korean television shows or dramas are more interesting for me. So that's why
Me too.
I
I
keep
agree,
watching.
100%.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm actually under evaluation this week. So would
Yes.
you want to have the article or free talking?
I chose an article from the advanced uh, part.
Okay.
The second one, the title
Hmm.
is Vaccine for Young.
Okay. Let me just put it up. But before, or while I'm putting it up, can you tell me more about it? What did you understand about it?
Um, in fact, so far, there
Hmm.
are COVID-19 vaccine for only for adults um,
Hmm.
over 16, but the United States is likely to approve the use of COVID-19 vaccine for younger people aged 12 to 15. So Uh, it is about the vaccine for young people.
Hmm. Okay, so basically that's it. It's a vaccine for the young. And right
Mm.
now we have what brand?
We have vaccine for Pfizer and
From Pfizer.
yeah, from Pfizer and Moderna, that which I got vaccinated. I got vaccinated from
Moderna.
the yeah Moderna vaccine.
Oh, okay. Are you finished with the doses, the two doses, or just the
No,
first dose?
this week on Friday I will get
Hmm.
vaccinated. Yeah, the second dose.
Ah, congratulations. At
Yeah.
least. Okay. Anyway, so let me ask you some questions related to the article that we have here.
Okay.
Okay, so just to check your understanding, can you tell me the main side effects of the Pfizer vaccine to 12 to 15 years old?
Mm, the side effects of the vaccination are pain and increased temperature, tiredness, and chills,
Mm-hmm.
especially after the second shot.
Mm-hmm. What about you? During your first shot, were there side effects that you have noticed or none at all?
Uh, I had a side effect. I had only a side effect of pain where
Uh-huh.
I got vaccinated. So the arm
Mm-hmm.
that I got vaccinated was sick,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, that's all. So I think the first doses of the side effect of first dose is not that hard for me, but I've heard
Mm-hmm.
that many people are suffering from suffering uh, pain or temperature or chills after
Mm-hmm.
yeah get after getting second dose vaccinated.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So actually, the side effect that you got are just normal.
Yes,
Even
right.
when it is not a COVID vaccine,
Mm-hmm.
you are actually gonna feel pain, right?
Yeah, right.
All right. So, what do you think about vaccine in general?
Uh, I think many people weigh pros and cons of vaccination, COVID-19 vaccinations, but um, I think there are more advantages of getting vaccination than yeah uh, getting this virus. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
I decided to get vaccinated, even
Mm-hmm.
though there are a lot of
But
side effects.
uh-huh. But so far, you did not feel anything, so I think it's safe as well.
But you know that I
So
am
before getting the mhm,
actually I'm
go ahead.
yeah actually I'm preparing for having babies. So I've heard that
Hmm.
there is some risk to be yeah pregnant, but um, yeah, but I decided to get vaccinated.
What do you mean?
You
What about
know,
the risk of for being pregnant?
mm, uh, you know that period of development of this vaccination is very short because you
Hmm.
know the world is struggling from this situation. So I think there want mm, enough. What can I say? Uh,
It's actually just effective for about few months or a
uh,
year.
there weren't enough preliminary clinical tests for this vaccination. So
Preliminary.
yeah,
Hmm.
especially for pregnant uh, predict predict moms didn't what can I say? They're
Predicament?
uh,
Predicament.
predict predict.
Okay.
I
Predict.
yeah, I think there weren't enough uh, clinical test for pregnant women. So
Mm-hmm.
we don't know about the mm, latent risk of this vaccination for especially for babies who are in a mother's womb.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I
yeah.
guess the risk is when you are actually pregnant already. But if you are just planning to be pregnant, then no risk yet.
Uh, yeah.
Hmm. So you're safe. You're good. Okay. Next question. What about if you were to choose, who are you going to prioritize in vaccination? Would it be the young people or the elderly?
Omar, please.
Oh, who are you going to choose? For example, you only have one shot of the vaccine. Are you going to prioritize the young people or the younger people or the elderly?
Mm, uh, I'm not sure, but I think it is more useful for elderly people because there are a lot of cases that those who are died of this virus, elderly
Mm-hmm.
people, especially for elderly people, and I think it is more useful for helpful for uh, elderly people to get vaccinated more. So if there are not enough vaccinations, I would like to yeah make elderly people get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So I'm also glad that you were able to differentiate vaccination over vaccinated. Okay, so that's
Mhm.
good because that's actually my point of correction later on. All right.
I
So
see.
moving on, moving on. If given a chance, what brand are you going to use? I know that you've already been vaccinated with Moderna, but if you have other choices, what would it be?
uh, if I had other choices, I uh, would choose Pfizer Pfizer's vaccine because I've heard that
Mm-hmm.
Pfizer's vaccine has a little side effects than Moderna's
Mm-hmm.
vaccine. So
Mm-hmm.
many of my friends got both of vaccinations, but uh, those who got Pfizer's vaccination was has
Mm-hmm.
had uh,
Had.
yeah little side effects, including my husband.
Mm. Oh, so your husband got a Pfizer vaccine.
Yes, right.
Uh-huh. But you're so lucky that you were included in the list of the people to be vaccinated.
Mm, yes, but yes, but
Yeah,
yeah, because I
I
live in
see.
America, so I get
Mm-hmm.
the benefits from that.
Uh-huh. Have they rolled out vaccination in Korea already?
In Korea, age over 65 get
65%
vaccinated,
already?
is getting vaccinated
Wow.
these days. But yeah, uh, in my ages, we don't get vaccinated yet.
Oh, but at least they were able to roll out about 65% of the population already. I'm not sure in my country, but I don't have any news yet.
Mm, but
Hmm, too
in
bad. Anyway,
Korea, yeah, Korea, many
mhm.
people are are claiming about uh, government
Mhm.
because they think it is very late uh,
So they
Yeah.
are complaining already.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. So I guess Korean people are open with the vaccination
Mm-hmm.
because I
Yes.
think some also doesn't want to get vaccinated. But speaking from your experience, how are you going to convince those that doesn't have any plans of getting a vaccine?
Actually, in Korea now, we just have
Mm-hmm.
AstraZeneca's vaccination. So some
Mm-hmm.
people, yeah, questions that vaccination is not that safe because there are side effects of uh,
Yeah,
blood clotting. What can I say?
blood clots. Yes,
Yeah,
blood clotting.
clotting. So uh, I think, yeah, they still have a lot of risks for getting vaccinated of side effects. But um, if what was the question? I
How are
forgot.
you going to convince them? Because
Uh,
there are a lot of people who have reservations about vaccines. So how
uh,
are you going to convince them?
mm, uh, convince. Actually, uh, I'm not convincing about getting vaccination, but you know, uh, I weigh the pros and cons of the getting vaccinations, as I mentioned, and I think it has, yeah, more advantages than
There are
uh,
more. Mhm.
yeah, getting viruses. So that's why I got vaccinated. But
Mhm.
it's true that
Because
there are a lot
vaccine
of
is
side
still
effects.
protection.
Pardon?
Oh, it is. I mean, vaccine is still protection.
Yes, right.
Mhm. It's better to have a protection than none at all.
Yeah, right.
Mm. Okay. Anyway, so it's really good that you got vaccinated. I'm jealous right now. But maybe it's one of the perks that you got since you are overseas. And maybe the position of your husband also helps, right?
Mm.
So whatever brand it is, as long as it's a COVID vaccine, I would like gladly take it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
so a great job in expressing your thoughts about the article specifically with the vaccines for young.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree in most of what you actually all of what you said. I agree with all of those because you made a good point, especially with your stand in the vaccination.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as for the grammar part, I would like you to be careful with using vaccination and vaccinated. Right? You often
Mm.
interchange it. So remember that vaccination is a noun,
Mm-hmm.
all right, and vaccinated is the verb. So
Or,
when you say, I think there are more advantages on getting vaccination,
mm-hmm.
all right, so it must be getting vaccinated
Mm. Yeah.
there. And also the difference between for and from. So for is towards,
Mm-hmm.
while from is from the source. So for
Uh,
example, me to you, that would be towards you would be for.
mm-hmm.
Okay, and then if you are going to give it to me and then I'm the speaker, that would be from
Yeah, right. I
there.
see.
Okay, so don't worry, I'm going to put it or add it in
Uh-huh.
your feedback box. Okay,
Okay. Thank you
so
very
thank you
much.
once again for your time. I hope you had fun and I hope that you learned something new tonight. Once
Uh-huh.
again, I am teacher Clarence. See you again next time. Have a good night.
Okay. Thank you. Take care.
Bye bye, Sunny. Good night.